In this video, we are going to write equations in standard form. In these examples, the equations are given in the form of slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. We will turn these into standard form, which is ax plus by equals c. A, b, and c will be integers. A should be a positive integer. So let's get started. I will have to switch this negative 3x to the other side. So if I cancel this negative 3x by adding 3x, I can easily do that, okay? That cancels. So on the left side, I have positive 3x here, plus y equals 5. Now this equation is in the standard form, where a is 3, a positive integer, b is 1, and c is 5. Let's take a look at these and at this other example. All right, I will take this negative 37x and switch it to the left side. I can do that by adding 3/7 x to both sides, plus 3/7 x, okay? This will cancel. So we have 3/7 x plus y equals negative 6. But remember, we have to have the a, b, and c as integers. So I'm going to have a whole number in front of x. The coefficient has to be a positive integer. So for me to do that, I have to get rid of this 7. Since 3 is being divided by 7, if I multiply by 7, I can cancel that 7. But I would have to do the same thing with the other terms. So y times 7, but also on the other side, negative 6 times 7. So I have to keep the balance between the two sides. Okay, so we have 3x plus 7y equals negative 42. And now this is in the standard form, where a is 3, b is 7, and c is negative 42. Okay, here's another example. This example is in the point slope form, and I will turn that into a standard form. So there are two ways to approach this, but the easiest, the simplest way is to cancel this 3 right away. Actually, I'm going to try to do to show you both ways so you're not confused. I will cancel this 3 because I don't want to have in front of x a fraction. It has to be a positive integer. So if I multiply this 1/3 by 3, because 1/3 is being multiplied by x plus 4. So if I multiplied by 3, I can cancel this 3. But I would have to do the same thing to each term on the other side. So I have 3y minus 6 equals negative 1 times x plus 4. Now, let's use that distributive property and cancel those parentheses. 3y minus 6 equals negative x minus 4. This negative x needs to be on the left side, so I'm going to add x to it, add x to that side, so I can cancel it from here. In the meantime, I can work at the same time with the negative 6, because that constant has to be on the right side. So if I add 6 here and add 6 to this side, I have canceled this. So these are the two numbers left on the left side, x plus 3y. And on the right side, I have a positive 2. And that's the final answer. Now, let me show you another way to do it, because some students prefer to do distributive property right away. Okay, let me just erase this. And if you would prefer to approach it that way, that's fine too. I just find it easier canceling the 3 first. So let's say you want to use the distributive property first, all right? And you would get y minus 2 equals negative 1/3 x minus 4/3, okay? Now, I will switch this term to the left side by adding 1/3 x to both sides, plus 1/3 x. But in the meantime, I can also cancel this 2 by adding 2. Okay? All right. So let's see what I have on this side. I have 1/3 x plus y, this was canceled, equals -4/3 plus 2. I'm not finding the common denominator because I'm going to try to cancel that 3 anyway. So if I need to get rid of this 3 here, I need to get rid of this 3 here. So let me just multiply by 3 to cancel that. All right, but I would have to do y times 3 as well. And I would have to do -4/3 times 3 as well. And I have to do 2 times 3 as well. Okay, so since that was canceled, I get x plus 3y equals, this is going to cancel too. I have -4 plus 6. Okay, so x plus 3y equals +2. I ended up at the same place. It's just a different way. All right, use any method that works for you. Let's take a look at this now. This is another easy example, but there is one more step that we need to do for this. So if I cancel the 5x here, I can switch that term that has the x to the left side. So -5x to the left, this cancels. So here's what I got. -5x plus y equals -12. Now a right here, which is -5 in this case, has to be positive. So for me to turn that into a positive number, I would have to either divide it by -1 or multiply it by -1. So how about I divide by -1? Because I want that to be a 5. A has to be a positive integer. So if I divide by -1, I would have to do the same thing to the y. So I divide that by -1, and that is 1y, remember? And then divide this by -1 to keep the balance between the two sides. Now, since negative divided by negative is positive, so you have 5x there. Positive divided by negative is negative, so you have -y there. And then you have +12 on the other side. This is it. If you have any questions, please let me know.